What's up, guys? It's your boy Jeff for Dragonite here, and I'm bringing you guys something very special, something new to the channel. I'm bringing you guys a Wi-Fi league, the PCL D-League. So if you guys don't know, PCL is a Wi-Fi draft format. It's the same thing as like Showdown leagues, but on Wi-Fi instead in the actual games, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And before we get into the draft analysis, I would like to give some shout outs. I would like to give Austin, also known as Garchomp the God. He was the one that gave me the invite to the link. I'm not the invite to server, but he's the one that DM'd me the application to join the PCL. Right? He gave the application for that. He gave it to me a couple of days earlier, so I went ahead and filled that out. And then a few days later on, 3 or 4 days, I got accepted into the league, and I got the invite to the actual server. So shout out to him for giving me the invite. And shout out for the admins, because they were the one who looked over and they ranked my application, and they gave me a good score. And I said, he's a pretty cool guy. He has pretty like good I don't exactly know how they ranked it, but they let me in, so shout out to them. I'm going to go ahead and leave their links in the description if I can. The admins, if I could get the description, and Garchomp the God's his description, his link in my description too. Also, Garchomp the God is the owner. I think him and someone else, I think him and Sock are both the owners. I think they're co-owners. I may be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I think that's it. Also, shout outs to Neon Zero for the GFX. He made some clean GFX for the draft analysis, as you guys see right here with my logo and my other side of the logo in the background fading off. He made that, and he also made draft slides in the draft stream as well, and I'm gonna be using those slides too. So shout out to him. I'm going to leave his link in the description as well. And some more shout outs. Actually, shout outs. Actually, one last shout out. We're gonna give a shout out to Lantern Joe. He's the one that's going to be recording my game stream because I don't have access to a capture card or anything. I have like my own kind of a capture card, but using my internet, and sometimes it lags way too much and you guys won't be able to see the screen as properly. So shout out to Lantern Joe. He's going to be the one recording all my game streaming, so shout out to him. His link will also be down in the description, and I highly suggest you guys go check out the other 11 coaches in this PCL D-League. All 11 coaches links will be down in the description as well. Also, mine will be there too, because we have like a little thing of all list for all of us. So I highly suggest that you guys go down in the description and watch everybody's draft analysis. I think by this time everybody already has theirs up. I might be wrong, but because this is coming up tomorrow, which is Friday, which is already the day for you guys already. So most draft analysis should be up by then. So I think that's all the shout outs I have to go for now. To explain the actual draft, because this draft has some twists and turns in it. So first of all, they unbanned some mons. So some mons that are unbanned are some Ubers. Not the stupid crazy Ubers, but we have some busted Ubers and like some like more of the road Ubers. So we have Mega Metagross Uber, we have Mega Kangaskhan without Seismic Toss, of course. We have Deoxys Defense, Deoxys Speed, we have Pheromosa, Naganadel, we have Dialga. I think that's all of the Ubers there are. There's about like 10 or 15 Ubers that they unlocked for us to use, and they count as an S tier. So you're only allowed to get one S tier mon, an S tier Mega, or S tier like Uber from the regular form, like a Deoxys. That's S tier and S tier Mega. So S tiers costed 160 points if I'm not mistaken, and S tier Megas costed 40 points. So I think that's everything. Oh, one last thing I have to explain. There's also one more twist to this, and that's called fire cells. So for example, after round 1, from round 2 to round 11, it's the 11 mon draft. From round 2 to round 11, there's going to be a fire cell, and they choose 10 mons from one tier to make cheaper. So for example, tier 1, they choose 10 mons from tier 1. They randomly choose 10 mons from tier 1, and for round 4, let's just say round 4 fire sale, round 4 tier 1 sale. So that means tier 1, say that costs 140 points for a tier 1 mon. Now it's going to cost a tier 2 price. So just for round 4, those 10 tier 1s are going to be costing tier 2 points of around 120 points, and those will go towards your free points, and you're given 500 free points for 4 Pokemon. So I don't remember exactly how the numbers for the teams went through, but I feel like the S tier was 160 and one was 140, two was 120. It just went down by 20s if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember actually, so it is what it is. So without wasting any of you guys more, any of your time more, I cannot speak English. I cannot speak. I'm sorry. I'm just super excited about this draft analysis. I'm super excited for the league as a whole. This is my first ever Wi-Fi league ever, and I'm just super excited. And this community of people are just so great. They're all welcoming and everything. I'm just so excited to be a part of this. So some insight, some backstory. We got the sixth pick, right? So sixth pick is like, because 12 coaches, it's like smack dab in the middle. And when I first thought about this, I was like, dang, this sucks. But when you actually think about it, sixth pick is like one of the best picks you could get. Sure that you have to wait 6 picks before you get your mon for each round, but you're always guaranteed to get a Fire Cell mon if I choose to get a Fire Cell mon. And we'll go through that. I get a few Fire Cell mons, so it's actually not that bad. So if I want a Fire Salmon, I could just pick it up, and I'm always guaranteed to get one because there's only 6 picks. Oh, there's only 5 picks before me, so I'm always guaranteed to get a Fire Salmon no matter what. Okay. So when I saw the 6th pick, I was like, okay, the mons that are most busted that I see in my front office. Also, oh wow. Also, one more shout out. I forgot to mention this is the last shout out. Last one. I promise. Last shout out. I have a shout out to my front office, which I created just for this league. My front office includes Dr. Slack, the Slack Doctor himself, the Blind Messiah Sean, Zombie Captains, Jack. He's one of a good friend in the PETA server, and Stromful. Those 5 are in my front office. So we all discussed and we're looking. Okay, we all saw the tiers. Like, okay, the best 3 mons for you to pick up if they do get to you. The first one on the board is Dialga. That's the best one. If that does get to you, pick that boy up. Second one is Mega Metagross. If that gets to you, you gotta pick that one after Dialga's gone. And if both Dialga and Mega Metagross are gone, pick up Magearna. I almost forgot his name. Magearna. Pick up Magearna. So okay, that's cool. Those, in our opinion, we thought that those 3 mons were the most busted mons in like the whole draft. Essentially, that's what we thought. So the very first pick goes to Love, one of the coaches. He picks up Dialga. We're like, okay, that's not a surprise. It's a Dialga. That's supposed to go like top 3 no matter what. Next pick is, I think next pick goes Magearna. Magearna goes second, if I'm not mistaken. Third goes Tapu Lele. So I'm like, okay, so that's 2 of our 3 options already gone. Mega Metagross is the only one left to go. So we'll go 3rd pick, 4th pick, 5th pick. 5th pick, I was like, oh my goodness, is Mega Metagross gonna go? And 5th pick, Platinum Howler, the one before us, he picks up Tapu Koko. And I'm like, yes, I was so ecstatic. I was like, there's no way I'm getting a Mega Metagross. So our first round pick, we're picking up Mega Metagross, and his name for this season is going to be Scar after my regular Metagross because he has that X across his face from Scar Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's why I named him, and he's going to be shiny. He's not going to be shiny on the slide as you guys see because they just put it in, so it's not shiny. But you guys see the X, so his name is going to be Scar for season 1 of PCL D-League. Okay, so we picked up that powerhouse, right? Second round comes in. There's a Fire Cell for tier 4 mons that cost tier 5 points. So I was like, I really don't need anything for tier 4 this early. Like, people were picking stuff up like last pick Dorian. He picked up round 2 Gligar because Gligar cost a tier 5, and that's kind of like a meme. And we're gonna make sure that meme stays alive. Round 2 Gligar, we're gonna make sure that stays alive. But I was really happy because people were picking up like lower tier mons because of the sales and stuff, throwing people off, and I was really happy. So it got back to us, and I was discussing with my front office, like, okay, we picked the Mega Metagross. That's an amazing breaker. Now let's pick up another super hard breaker that could pose a big threat to our team, right? So we're looking over. I'm like, you know what? We have a Steel type already. Let's go for a Dragon type. And I suggested let's go either Zygarde 50% or let's go Garchomp, right? So we have a debate in the front office. I'm like, okay, Garchomp is good. It gives us 112 speed. Was it 112 or 102? I think it's 112 speed, if I'm not mistaken. It's 112 or 102. And we have a Zygarde at 90, 95 or 90, one of those two. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. So we're thinking about those two, and then we're talking, but then we're looking at, okay, Garchomp gives us rough skin. We could bring him defensive. We could bring him stealth rush. We could bring him swords dance. We can bring him Z move. It could just be there, hit hard, become super fast, and just do things. And there's Zygarde too. Zygarde has a bunch set of options as well. It has Dragon Dance. It has a Coil. It can glare monsters down, give us speed control, things like that. So like, okay, with debating, I'm like, you know what? I feel like they're both amazing mons. They both fit perfectly, but I think Zygarde just fits the role better because our Mega Marigold is at 110 speed, right? And if we could glare like faster mons down that pose a threat to Mega Marigold, we could come with Zygarde and start glaring mons down, like the faster mons, and Mega Marigold just come in and just do its work and do what it can and just clean up games for us, right? So that's the weird thing. I'm like, okay, so with our second pick, we pick up Zygarde 50% just because of the speed control. It gives us more options and just a little more versatility to do what we want to do. So that's our second pick in the draft, Zygarde 50%, and his name for this season is going to be Colgate. We're running Shiny Zygarde because Shiny Zygarde looks like toothpaste, so that's hence the name why his name is Colgate. Okay, so round 3 comes around, and I think there was a fire cell for round 3. There was a fire cell, of course, but I don't remember exactly what the fire cell was. I don't think it was anything good that we really wanted. So we're looking through it, and we see a mon. That's let me just actually look up what the fire cell was for round 3. I could actually look it up right here. Um, Round 3 was tier 2. Okay, so tier 2 was for round 3, right? And I was discussing my Spartan off, and I was like, you know what? Let's just finish our FDS score. Let's go for a fairy this turn right here, right? So I'm looking at the tier 2s, and I'm like, you know what? I want to use Togekiss. It's a fairy and a flying type. He has Serene Grace. He could do what Togekiss does. Well, that's a really good for that team. And lo and behold, that goes on round 3 Fire Cell. So that tier 2 mon costs tier 3 points. So looking at that, and I was like, they're like, yeah, Togekiss is fine too. But then when it got back to me, like a little one pick away, I was like, wait, hold up. There's something on the board that should not be on there right now, right? So we see Mew on the board. We're like, okay, there's a Mew right there. Mew is on the board. It's amazing for me. I never got to use the Mew before. Mew is so versatile and everything. So we went ahead and picked up Mew over Togekiss. Even though like we want to pick our fairy up this time, but we like, it's fine. The reason we went with Mew is because Munium Z is allowed, right? And he's going to be our Z user for this year. Mew's a Z user, and give me 1 second. Mew's name is going to be Nova. Nova is going to be shiny Mew, the blue Mew. His name is going to be Nova, and the reason why we're with Mew because Munium Z is allowed, right? And with Munium Z, it gives Super Genesis Nova, right? Munium Z does that for Psychic, and the Psychic terrain comes up. And the thing about behind this was after we get Medium Z off, the Z Psychic with Medium Z, we come out with Mega Metagross. So all priority is gone. We have no one could hit with a priority. We can't hit anybody with a priority either. So, and what Psychic Terrain does, it boosts Psychic moves. So basically, Mega Metagross comes in and clicks Zen Headbutt and something dies. It does not matter what you are besides a dark type, you just die to a Zen Headbutt because no matter Mega Marigold is just so stupid strong. It has 145 attack with Tough Claws, and I think Tough Claws does boost Zen Headbutt. Things are going to drop like flies with a Psychic Terrain up. So that's the reason we went with the Mew Nova, the shiny Mew, because we're like, okay, this is amazing. We could pick up a fairy type later on, and Mew's a perfect fit, because we have stupid mons already at 3 rounds, while other people are picking up lower tier mons because of the sales and stuff. So I feel like it was throwing other people off, but I just didn't feel like it was worth it picking these fire cells up this early in the draft. Cause I was like, you want to go ahead and pick up better mons right away off the bat, even though you're saving points and stuff. But it's like, why would you save points when you can pick up bigger mons or better mons at the beginning and then just worry about that later on? That's what my front office and I thought, and that's what we went for. So the next pick, I was looking at something like a fire type. I was looking at a fire type. You know what? We do have like a crown. We do have a ground weakness in Mega Growth, and I was like, you know, let's pick a good fire type. And I was looking at Arcanine and Darmanitan. So I was like, you know what? Let's go with Arcanine. This is our next pick. The round 4 pick is Arcanine. I don't remember what the sale was for round 4. Actually, let me just pull it up and leave it out here so I don't have to like keep going back and forth. So back and forth. So round 4 was tier 3, right? And I was like, I don't really care about a tier 3 sale at this point either. Like I said, it's a little too early. So we went ahead and picked up our round 4 Mon as Arcanine. His name for this season is going to be Akamaru. If you guys know the reference to that, let me know in the comment section down below. It's going to be our golden boy, shiny Arcanine. The reason I picked up Arcanine is because it's just a defensive Mon. It's really good defensively. It has Intimidate. It's actually Flash Fire. So we already have a fire immunity that Metagross has a problem with. In Arcanine, we can intimidate mons down that wants like Megalopony. We can intimidate Megalopony, Mega Medicham, things like that. Mega Mawile. We're super strong mons. We can intimidate them down and makes our life easier on our other mons. Like it's a good support mon for our Zygarde if that wants to come in and set up our Metagross. So we could just keep cycling Intimidates and things like that. And I just feel like it's a really good mon. And it just does some work for us. All right. So next up, we went ahead and for round 5 there was a fire sale, right? Round 5 fire sale, and round 5 was for tier 1, and this in my opinion is the best fire sale we have had in the whole entire draft. Like nothing comes close to this fire sale, and it was tier 1. And I'll read off the names what was on sale for tier 1 for round 5. We had Dragonite, we had Scizor, Terrakion, Jirachi, Heatran, Tapu Fini, yeah, because we had 4 other mons, but all they got drafted in previous rounds. So we saw this. I showed my whole front office, and we all flipped out. We're like, oh my god, there's a Fini right there, and it's on sale for tier 2 points. Well, you got to pick that up. So we all decided on that, and we waited those 5 picks. I was super anxious. I was like, there's no way. And no one picked up Fini. I went ahead. I just jumped on. Let's go. Tapu Fini. It gives us our fairy type, so we have completed our FDS core, and it's a Fini. We have like 3 Pokemons already. We have Mew that could be running bulky as heck. Arcanine is really bulky, and now Tapu Fini, which is another Pokemon. So I'm like, let's go. Fini is amazing. I love Fini. I have used Fini so many times. I already know exactly how Fini works. You can run offensive Fini, you can run defensive Fini, you can run just utility Fini. Fini is just an amazing mon. It gives me the defog as well. So we don't really have a rock problem with besides Arcanine as of now. And like Arcanine doesn't really care about too much of our rocks. It's more set it off anyways. But we have defog, we have Nature's Advantage. Fini just amazing mon, and with that we have a fire and a water already. So like bet that's cool. Fini is absolutely amazing. And where I was talking about my front office for the next round, I forgot to mention Fini's name is also going to be Clarissa. I've always named my Fini's Clarissa after like my 3rd time using Fini because I just couldn't think of a name. But I thought of a name like I think last year, and this type of Fini's name is going to be Clarissa. Okay. So for round 6, I believe, yeah, round 6, there was a fire sub, but it was only for tier 5, and I was like, I don't really want a tier 5 sale right now. Even though there was Piloswine in tier 5 sale, we had Piloswine, Masquerain, Golisopod, and I was like, I really don't need these. And I was talking to my front office, and we are like, okay. And I pointed out in tier 4 there was Silvally. Silvally all types. I'm like, yo, we're gonna go pick up Silvally. That's really good. We have defog in that. We have Party Shot. We have all 17 types as well. So if I need to fill in a role for a different typing that I can't use for a certain matchup, I could just slap on Silvally in there. Gives me defog. Gives me Parting Shot, which I really wanted. I was like, okay, Parting Shot into a Mega Metagross or into Zygarde or into the Mew. We could just clean games, and we could just put a lot of work with that. So that was my thinking. And we also discussed Snorlax too, because like, you know what, Snorlax is a thick mon. He takes hits for days. Curselax is amazing, and we're like, you know what, we'll we'll go for Silvally in later rounds. It's a little too early for round 6 to pick up Silvally a tier 4 mon. So we went ahead and picked up Snorlax from tier 3. And it's going to be shiny Snorlax. His name's going to be Jimmy after the Munchlax that we had in LTC. Jimmy, so he has finally evolved. We're picking up Snorlax. And I've always wanted to use Snorlax because, like, Snorlax is amazing, right? Because it's just so good. It has Curse Lax, Belly Drum, Swords Dance. Also, we're also considering picking up Miltank because the thick fat with our fire and ice weakness. We don't have an ice weakness right now, but we do actually in Zygarde. We have fire weakness in the Metagross and ice weakness in Zygarde. So you know what? Miltank is right there. It gives me rockers. It gives me a rocker. It gives me a sap sipper. It gives me a thick fat. So I'm like, this is a just amazing line. I can just run thick fat and just take up ice moves that hurt Zygarde a lot. And just come out to my Feeny, and that's just not my Feeny, my Miltank, and Miltank will turn like 10%. It will take literally nothing. So like no damage. So that's what we wanted, but unfortunately Miltank that did get sniped because the downside to this was people were taking lower tier mons earlier in the draft than normal drafts do. So even though I was getting big power in the beginning of the draft, like when it got like the midway through the draft, I just couldn't pick up lower tier mons that I wanted because they just went earlier, and I was like, it is what it is. Jimmy does also get thick fat, or Snorlax does get thick fat, but it's like, I'm probably gonna run immunity most of the time if I do run a Curse Lax set. Even if I do run like a defensive Snorlax set, I could run thick fat, so that's also an option as well. Or I could bluff the immunity and just click and have thick fat. I could just run that too. So a lot of options with Snorlax. All right, so next up we have in round 7, right? Yeah, round 7. I was looking at a mon. It's a really good mon because we really needed a flying type, right? We needed I wanted a good fighting type and good flying type. So I was discussing with my front office, and they were like, "Yo, Dread, tier 2, there's Halucha still there." We're 7 rounds in. I was like, wait, you're right. Halucha is still there. And we may not, but some people, we may not have the best Tapu to run with Halucha, with Tapu Lucha. But I'm like, hey, that Misty Seed, that special defense can't come in clutch. So I was like, you know what? We'll pick up Halucha. And the downside to me picking up Halucha this round was we already chose Halucha the round before after we picked up our Snorlax. We're like, you know what? Halucha's still on the board. Let's pick up Halucha. And lo and behold, round 7 comes around. Fire Cells, tier 2, Halucha. And I was like, oh no. Oh no, this is not good at all. Because let's see. Yeah, because this is yeah. So this is my second cell that we picked up on Halucha. And Halucha's name is going to be Luchador. He's going to be running shiny this week all the time as well. Cause I do like a shiny. His shiny is spontaneous with just different colors together. It looks amazing. But this fire cell Amon for Halucha I did not want at all. I did not intend this to happen because what this did was it cut my points down. Because like if I picked up Halucha, it goes into my tier 2 slot, right? It goes into tier 2 slot instead of my free point slot. So when it goes into my free point slot, I don't have points left. I'm only left with 40 points because of Halucha going into my free points. With my free points, I have Mew, I have Tapu Fini, and I'll be left with two more mons left, and I'm left with 160 points. So I was like, you know, we'll go with like 2 tier 3s or whatever. We'll run with like tier 5 and like a tier 3, something like that. We were thinking about that, but Halucha came in, and I'm left with 40 points. At this point, I'm like, okay, this is really bad because with Halucha here, I'm not saying it's a bad mono thing. With Halucha here, it's like, okay, in my free point slot, I only have 40 points left, so I have to bank on the tier 5 fire sale coming up. Like that has to happen, or else I'm going to have to make adjustments to my team, and I do not want to make any adjustments. But we'll just get into that afterwards. All right, so round 8, the fire sale for round 8, we had tier 4 mons, for fire set, and none of those tier 4 mons I didn't really like them, so I was like, that's fine. I talked to my front office. I was like, you know what? I want some reliable recovery. I want to get a wish pass, so I want to get something that's fat. And we went ahead and picked up Licky Licky. Licky Licky. We have Louis Senior, the shiny Licky Licky. and we picked up Licky Licky because we saw it in tier 5. And when we saw that, everybody in my front office, we all freaked out. Like, there's no way they put Licky Licky in tier 5. There's absolutely no way you put Licky Licky in tier 5. It's such a good mon. It's so fat. You could run its Fizz Def, Sped Def, Special Defensive. It's just really good mon. It's really good Wish Passer as well. So we're like, bro, there's no way Licky Licky's in tier 5. I'm like, yo, that's amazing for me. I'm taking Licky Licky because it's amazing. Even though we have 2 normal types with like a fighting type weakness on those 2, but it's like I really don't care. I have a fighting resist in my Tapu Fini. We have a neutrality and Mega Metagross, resist and Zygarde, and we have also resist in our Halucha. So I'm like, I don't really care about fighting types on this one. Like, it doesn't even matter. So Licky Licky is here. Louis Senior. He's gonna be our Wish Passer. He's gonna be defensive. We could run him offensive as well because he does get access to Curse, 2 Swords Dance. So you know what, we might bring a physical attacking Licky Licky one of these days as well. So next up for round, what round we're in? 9. We're round 9. We're round 9, and the Fire Cell for round 9 was tier 3, and there was some pretty good tier 3s and tier 3 Fire Cells. The Fire Cell for tier 3, there was like a Moongus, there was a Cloyster, there was a Primarina, there was a Chansey, so that was pretty good mons too, and we had to go for a tier 4, and at this point, I wanted to go Silvally, and literally, it was my pick. It was literally one more pick before me. Devious Ditto had his 7th pick, right? So the 8th pick goes. I'm like, cool. Silvally didn't get picked up. 7th pick goes, and Devious Ditto, he picks up Silvally, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, there's no way, because I was talking to my front office, like, Silvally is the best thing. Gives you all 70 typings. It's amazing. Good defogger, reliable defogger, good parting shotter, multi attack. Just no matter what stab, it's like multi attack like base 80 or something. So it's like, it's really good. So I want to go pick that up and get sniped. Literally the pick before me, and I was like, oh my goodness, you're joking, bro. You're joking. So at this point, we already have 2 snipes on us. We have the Miltank snipe and now the Silvally snipe. So we're like, crud. So we're talking over with my front office. We're like, okay, we need a mon to replace Silvally, and Alolan Persian was there, but I was like, do we really want Alolan Persian? I was like, it could be cool. It does give us 115 speed tiering, but I'm like, I don't know if we really want that because we already have another dark type in mind that's coming up next pick actually. So I was like, I really don't want to do that. So we all thought of that bit, and we all thought, we're like, wait, do we have a grass type yet? I was like, oh no, we don't have a grass type yet. So we talked it over. In tier 4, there was Sceptile. Sceptile is not the greatest mon, because it's not that great. It is insanely fast at 120 speed, and it does have the Unburden ability, which is also amazing. So we have 2 Unburden mons with the Tapu. So that's really good. And with the special defense boost also in our Sceptile, it won't be bad. We could take maybe a flamethrower. So it's not a bad thing at all. I really like it too. And we also do have a psychic train as well with our Munium Z. So if we do want to do that, we can also do the psychic seed as well for either of our mons. So that also works out as well. And I just really like Sceptile. Gives us grass type. It's a fast grass type, but like base speed is 120. Is pretty good too. Also with the Unburden makes him more devastating. We could run him defensive with like Elite Seed, Toxic, Protecting, stuff like that. We could just run him Specs with like Leaf Storm Specs, whatever, and things like that. So I really like this pick of Sceptile. It gives us another fast mon. So the team is coming out pretty good at this point. So for a 10th pick, let's say the round 10 Fire Cell. For round 10 Fire Cell, we had tier 2 mons, and I still have a tier 2 mon left over, right? And when I saw this, I was like, oh no, please don't be on sale. I can't pick up this mon. Got this one, but this specific mon, I was like, you cannot go on sale, or else I have to wait till my last round to pick you up. And I do not want to do that, just in case you do get sniped, because there are about 3 more coaches left who had tier 2 slot open. So I was like, there's no way you can't. So tier 2 goes on sale, and none of the mons that are on sale was a mon I was looking for. and that mon was Mandibuzz. And Mandibuzz is an amazing mon. It's a dark flying type. It does have another ice weakness, but with the roost, the ice weakness does get negated. Um, and then let me just actually tell you the tier 2 fire. So tier 2 fire has some crazy power. Had Nihiligo, Gudra, Diggersby, Azov, Komao, Toxapex, Mimikyu, and Scolipede. So if I did have points left, I could have picked up this. Maybe actually no, we're not having points left. Just disregard that. But actually I could have, but it was really good. But I really want a Manic Bus card. I want another flyer, give another ground resist because we do only have 2 mons with ground at this point. We have our Arcanine and a Metagross. So I was like, let's just patch up that ground weakness we have in Mandibuzz, and Hawlucha do that perfectly. We have 2 flying types, we have 2 immunities, 2 ground off the bat, and Mandibuzz is amazing. It's really a really bulky mon, really bulky defensive. It could 1v1 mons like an extra jump trying to set up on me, or other mons like a Zard X trying to set up on me or something. I could just foul play them and they just die. So Mandibuzz is really good for that. It's a good pivoter as well. It does get access to U-turn, so we do have a slow pivoter that we lost also in Silvally because his speed is not that great. So we have this slow pivot in Mandibuzz, so we can slow pivot out into our Zygarde, into our Mew, into our Hawlucha, into our Snorlax, or into our Mega Metagross. So we have a bunch of options with this Mandibuzz, and I really like this pick too because it's also another defensive backbone that we're patching up. So we do have some really good defenses, and we have really good attacks. Also, really good offensive mons. So I like this. And for our round 11 pick, like I mentioned, all of our tier 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 slots are filled. Our free points are all gone. We only have 40 points left over. And I was banking that this final round has to be a tier 5 sale. I was like, this thing has to be a tier 5 sale because me and another coach, we both put this position where if we don't get tier 5 sale, we have to mess with our team and take mons out, add mons in to make our teams legal. So we're both like, oh my god, we actually need this right now. And lo and behold, we got it for round 11. We got a tier 5 sale, and the mons that went on sale for tier 5 was Lapras, Chimecho, Pidgeot, Simipour, Roselia, Golbat, Octillery, Shuckle, and Piplup. So we have some really good mons on here. And as you guys already know by the draft so far, we do not have like a reliable rocker, right? We have a Mew that gets rocks. We have Metagross that gets rocks, but I don't want to run rocks on either of those two. Metagross is not gonna have space. I don't want to force a roll on Mew to have rocks every single week. So that's kind of a bummer as well. So we're looking at this, and I was like, Shuckle is right there, dog. Shuckle is right there, and that's what I'm picking up. It gives me rocks. It also gives me webs, and Shuckle are just so stupid fat. It has what's this man base defense? Its base defense is at 230. Both defense are at 230. So I'm like, this is it. This is the mon that we're picking up, and that's what I went for. So we picked up Shuckle as our last mon. It's going to be Shiny Shuckle. I forgot his name. I don't actually remember his name. I have it on my notes, but I think I actually deleted it. So you guys will find out actually what we name it. So I really like Shuckle pick too because it gives me webs. I guess pressure on for rebs, rocks. It does get access to other things as well. It does get like earthquake and things like that. So it could be annoying. It has shell smash as well. So if you do want to run some crazy shenanigans with Shuckle, we actually can. So that is the draft analysis for the PCL D-League for your Los Ampharos, and I hope you guys are as hyped as I am. I'm sorry that this draft analysis took over 30 minutes. I'm very sorry about that, but it is what it is. I just feel like I had to explain things, explain thought process that went through my head and my front office, just to give you guys a good understanding of it. And if you guys like the draft, make sure, if you guys want to give you opinions and stuff about the draft, go down below to the comment section and let me know. How do you guys like the draft? What flaws you guys see in the draft that I should go ahead and patch up and things of that sort. Make sure you guys hit the like button hit the like button to show support for your boys' first ever Wi-Fi league. Let's try to get to 10 likes. Let's try to build some hype for this league. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well if you guys have not already, so you guys do not miss out whenever I do upload the Wi-Fi leagues. And one more thing I have to mention is all PCL stuff goes up on Friday. all the battles and everything go up on Friday. Hence why this is coming up on Friday as well. So everything just stays towards schedule. Every single Friday will be a PCL upload. Starting next week is our week 1 battle coming up on April, I think it's April 4th. No, April 5th. April 5th is our week 1 battle. And week 1 we are taking on the Platinum Howler, and all I've gotta say is his draft is very, very, very scary. I'm not gonna lie, his draft is absolutely terrifying. But I'm happy with what we have drafted. I feel like alright guys, so basically I was looking over the footage, sorry about the cut. So for some reason the last like 15 seconds of the video got cut off, and it's just basically me saying that how scary Platinum Howler's draft is, and I'm really excited for PCL to get started. And just if you guys have any feedback or anything about what you guys like to draft, or what you guys think I should improve on about the draft, and what mods I could do, whatever, leave them down below in the comment section, and let's get this video to 10 likes, and let's build some hype for the PCL and get ready for week 1 that comes up next Friday. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you guys do not miss out on any of the PCL videos and any other content that I upload. So I'm gonna get out of here. This has been your boy, Dreadful Dragonite, out. Peace. Later.